NASCAR brings the thunder to its biggest and fastest track, Talladega Superspeedway, here in Talladega, Alabama, for the running of the Aaron's 499. Hey there guys, Mikey here, and the NASCAR Thunder 2003 Les Plate continues at the second restrictor plate race since Daytona. Known for its white-knuckle speeds of up to 195 miles per hour, 3, 4, and 5 wide racing in a pack where drivers are mere inches from each other, it's no surprise that this track has easily become a fan favorite. We are getting set to go green here on McBlam Racing. Now here's MRN.
Start your engines.
Now, let's take a look at the starting lineup.
Starting out front are the CarQuest car and the Lowe Chevrolet. Starting in row 2 will be the Singular Wireless Chevrolet and the Rubbermaid Ford. In row 3 are the Caterpillar Dodge and the 98 car. In row 4 are the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet and the Mark Martin Ford. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the UPS Ford and the 16 car. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. Starting from row 7 will be the Motorcraft Ford and the Home Depot Pontiac. In the 8th row are the Citgo Ford and the 40 car. In the 9th row we have the Sprint Dodge and the UAW Delphi Chevrolet. In the 10th row are the Interstate Batteries Pontiac and the DuPont Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 11 are the GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet and the M&M's Pontiac. The 12th row has the Pennzoil Chevrolet and the DeWalt Power Tools Ford. Starting the race from row 13 will be the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. In row 14 we have the 111 car and the Square D Chevrolet. Starting from row 15 will be the Haviland Ford and the 147 car. In the 16th row are the Kodak Chevrolet and the 27 car. In the 17th row are the Sirius Satellite Radio Dodge and the Target Dodge. In the 18th row are the Kellogg Chevrolet and the Valvoline Pontiac. Starting the race from row 19 are the Alltel Ford and the Tide Ford. The 20th row has the 63 car and the 26 car. Starting the race from row 21 will be the 46 car and the America Online Chevrolet. And finally, starting from the rear of the field will be the 177 car.
Well, there you have it, guys. There is our rundown for the Aaron's 499 here at Talladega Superspeedway. We're going to try to make the sponsors proud with this one, as myself and Jimmy Johnson will lead them down to the line. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Talladega. First lap of 18 complete as we have pulled away to a pretty lengthy lead over the pack. We have a strong car here today. We're going to try to capitalize on it as much as we can. As we come down the back, we're going to keep an eye on our tires. Tire wear will play a factor here at this track. I tried to bump the tire pressure up a little bit because I noticed my tires only lasted about 4 to 5 laps. I want to see if we can make it on a 2-tire stop towards the when pit stops start to happen. We're coming around to complete lap 2. Here comes Michael Waltrip. And second in points, Dale Jarrett. Here they come. Michael Waltrip down to the bottom of the track. Here he comes looking high. Dale Jarrett goes down to the bottom. We're going to put the block on Dale Jarrett and the block on Michael Waltrip. Pull Michael Waltrip down the back straightaway. Working both lines. We go down into turns 3 and 4, right around the bottom. Waltrip looking high. Dale Jarrett's going to have the momentum on the bottom. As we come up to block Waltrip. Trying to keep these guys in our mirror as much as we can. Dale Jarrett is now taking over the second spot if we use complete lap 3. Here we go, right around the bottom of the track, all the way through turns 1 and 2. Dale Jarrett looking on the high side. Here comes Jarrett. We come up to cover. Waltrip looks down to the inside now. Dale Jarrett makes a move to the inside. Can't quite get there. Doesn't have the momentum. We're going to lead him around the bottom of the track all the way through turns 3 and 4. Here he comes on the high side looking. Tries to close the door on Michael Waltrip. Can't quite get there. Michael Waltrip lets him go. Nope, they're still side by side. Here comes Michael Waltrip. Michael Waltrip takes over the second spot. And now the tires are starting to wear. So it looks like we're going to be doing a 4-tire pit stop. Unfortunately, cannot make the 2-tire stop work here like we did at Daytona. Waltrip all over our back bumper as we try to break the draft. Here comes Jarrett. Here comes Jarrett with a big run down the back straightaway. We try to block him every way we can. Here he comes looking on the high side. We're going to come up to cover. Here comes Michael Waltrip. We come down to cover. Playing the Pied Piper of Talladega. Dale Earnhardt Jr. style. As we come through the tri-oval to complete lap 5. Michael Waltrip looking low. Doesn't have the momentum to get there. Drift up the track a little bit, but we managed to come down to cover Michael Waltrip again. Here goes Michael Waltrip looking high, looking low. We break the draft on him. He's broke his momentum, zigzagging like that. So he's going to drop back and line up high. I'm going to drop low to keep the draft off of him. Here we go, right around the bottom, all the way to turns 3 and 4. Here comes Michael Waltrip. Dale Jarrett with a big run on the high side. Drivers are starting to come down pit road already. Driving more out of my rearview mirror than I am out the front. Here we go. We're getting lined up. Looks like Kevin Harvick has now made it into the picture. Because Michael Waltrip all over our back bumper. Here comes Michael Waltrip to the high side. Kevin Harvick about to make it 3 wide for second. We come down to, I'm not sure which lane to block as we block Michael Waltrip, but here comes Kevin Harvick. Here comes Harvick. Harvick making it 3 wide for second spot. Advantage to Dale Jarrett. But here comes Harvick. Harvick's going to get our draft. He's going to give us the momentum we need to get off of 4 as we come up to block Jarrett. Mark Martin is now in the picture. Michael Waltrip is now falling back to 4th, but he's making his way back up through the pack. Here comes Harvick. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, man, he came up the track. The 177, looks like the 177 car, Mike Misiak. It looked like he came up the track. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And Harvick had to get way out of the gas just to not hit him. We're going to use Matt Kenseth here. Sorry, Steve Park here as a pick to leave behind Dale Jarrett. This looks like this is actually Rusty Wallace behind us as caution is out. Caution is out. Yeah, this is Rusty Wallace behind us. With 10 laps to go, the caution is out. Oh boy, okay. Looks like we got a blown tire on the number 4 car. Yep, that's definitely a blown tire, the way that thing whipped around. Single car incident, nobody else involved. Luckily, we're going to go ahead and pit under this caution. Go ahead and set our pit options up. I think we're going to just leave everything as is. And we're going to go from there. Alright, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go from there. Hopefully we have a good pit stop. Really, really hoping for a good one. We're going to come up. We're going to start over with under 10 to go, so the lap cars should go to the back. But the wave around cars, well, they're not wave arounds, but they're going to start in front. So that's going to make things a little bit different for us when this restart comes around. All right, guys, come on. Good pit stop here. I need a good pit stop. There you see Academy on the side of our car. We got into Ron Hornaday a little bit. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing. We're going to have to make the moves fast. We don't have a whole lot of time. Just 7 laps to go as we're coming. Here comes Mark Martin looking to our outside as we're trying to draft off of what looks like Mike Misiak here. Can't tell. That is the 177 car, Mike Misiak. Yes, that is. Now catching up to... Ooh, making our way inside of Bobby Labonte, 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Now trying to work our way around Steve Park. Come on, baby. Get that draft. Get that draft. There goes Sterling Marlin. Look at Marlin. Oh, Steve Park puts the block on us. We go low again. We got no help. We're going to have to come up to pick up Bobby Labonte. Ricky Craven outside with no help. He's trying to get the draft off that high line. We're trying to get the draft off the low line. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Pedal. All right, here we come. Here we go up the back, up to 195 miles per hour, and we go low. And Steve Park is putting a big block on us. We're going to have to move him out of the way. Little help from Bobby Labonte here. Yeah, we had to move Steve Park out of the way, but that little incident between he and I may have just cost me the race. 1.5 seconds back. Sterling Marlin out to a commanding lead as we are trying to catch up to the 3rd place car. Here we go up the back. We're just going to fly right by Ward Burton, trying to catch up to the 2nd place car. 179 miles per hour down into turns 3 and 4. Here we come up to Jimmy Johnson. We're going to fly right by him through right off of turn 4 and try to catch up to Sterling Marlin, who has gotten out to a hefty lead. I don't know that we can catch him. 1.2 seconds back. We just logged our fastest lap here. I don't know that we can catch him. A little less than 3 laps to go as we run second to Sterling Marlin, Jimmy Johnson in third, Ward Burton in fourth, Bobby Labonte running fifth. If I could just get his draft. And the tires are starting to wear. We're going to start scrubbing off speed because of that. If only they lasted just a little bit longer. 1.3 seconds ahead. He's starting to gain about a tenth a lap on us. I don't know that we got anything for him as we're now at 4 laps to go. Oh, 3 laps to go, excuse me. Trying to chase him down the back straightaway. Halfway on fuel, not a problem. We're going to make it to the end. Smoker down below, not sure who that is. Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte was running in the top 5, has blown his motor on lap 16. Heartbreak coming down pit road right now as we are coming to 2 to go. Yeah, he's gaining about a tenth a lap on us. That did not help. That did not help. That little bobble right there did not help us. I don't think we got anything for Sterling Marlin. He is just too far out front. Those Robert Yates engines are so strong once they get out there. There's really just no catching them. As we're coming through the off turn 4 through the tri-oval. Here we come to the white flag. 1 lap to go for Sterling Marlin.
Just 2 seconds back now, 2 seconds.
He is now pulled away he's now putting about 2 to 3 tenths a lap on us now. There is no catching him. Looks like we're going to have to settle for second here as we go down the back straightaway for the final time. Sterling Marlin out to a commanding lead here at Talladega. Here we go down the back as Sterling Marlin goes through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Off turn 4, coming through the tri-oval. And Sterling Marlin, with Robert Yates, is going to win the Aaron's 499 here at Talladega, and we are going to come home second. Jimmy Johnson runs third, Dale Jarrett in fourth, Tony Stewart in fifth.
We usually have more cautions than that, don't we?
Well, I can assure you all those guys who finished in the back would like to have seen more cautions. Gives them a chance to make adjustments without the penalty of going a lap down. They just didn't have that luxury this time.
The CarQuest car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
Yeah, you never quite know what's going to happen in these NASCAR Winston Cup races. When you finish a race and your car still looks brand new, you've done one heck of a job as a driver.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. So long, we'll see you next week at the California Speedway.
You know what? I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm proud of a second place finish. Another top 5 for us. Looking really good. Here's showing the start of the race. We just had a really, really good start. It's too bad we couldn't bring this CarQuest Chevy into victory lane. But here they show us just like holding off this pack as best as we can. And here's the incident with Steve Park that I was waiting for. We literally just had to get his back tires off the ground and get him out of our way, but they were just flying by Jimmy Johnson with so much speed, and I thought we had enough power to catch him. I thought we had enough power to catch Sterling Marlin, but we just didn't. But you know what? Second place finish, $506,000 in the bank. I will take that. That is one of the best finishes we have had all season other than the win. But anyway, Sterling Martin is your race winner. He wins the Aaron's 499 here at Talladega. $174,000 for the winner's purse. Time of race 21:23. One caution for one lap. Average speed of 134 miles per hour. 4 lead changes. And he won with a 1.97 lead over myself. So like I said, Sterling Martin is your race winner. Oh man, I wish I would have caught him. I really wish I could have caught him, at least to make it for a little bit of a photo finish. But we run second, Jimmy Johnson in third, Dale Jarrett fourth, Tony Stewart is your top 5. Mark Martin in sixth, Rusty Wallace 7th, 8th, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and 9th is Ward Burton, and rounding out the top 10 is Bill Elliott. 11th is Jeff Burton. Ron Hornaday is 12th. 13th, Jerry Mayfield. 14th, Scott Wimmer. 15th, Jamie McMurray. 16th, Greg Biffle. 17th, Danny Nichols. 18th, Jeff Gordon. 19th, Kurt Busch. And rounding out the top 20 is Casey Kane. Good run for Kane and the Kane crew. 21st, Jimmy Spencer. 22nd, Casey Atwood. 23rd, Kevin Harvick. 24th, Jeff Green. 25th is Elliott Sattler. 26th, Ryan Newman. 27th, Matt Kenseth. 28th, Bobby Hamilton. And 29th is Bobby Gordon. Rounding out the top 30 is Johnny Benson. 31st, Alexander Clark. 32nd, Shane Hall. 33rd, Ricky Rudd. 34th, Michael Waltrip. 35th is Kenny Schrader. 36th, Jeff Purvis. 37th, Jerry Nadeau. 38th, Kyle Petty. 39th is Ricky Craven. And rounding out the top 40 is Steve Park. 41st, Terry Labonte. 42nd, Mike Misiak. And 43rd in last place with a blown motor on lap 15, or 16 rather, is Bobby Labonte. And looks like we had 38 cars finish on the lead lap. Pretty good race for everybody. Oh man, I just wish we... Freaking Steve Park, man. I don't know who he was defending. There was nobody up there for him to defend. I could see if he had one of his teammates up there that he was trying to block for, knowing I had like a strong car. But man, and he was a lap down. I mean, just out of the way. I can't complain too much. It's a second place finish. We're probably not going to finish that well at California. I can tell you that right now. So these restrictor plate tracks is we got to get all we can get. But let's go ahead and look at the standings. We have moved ourselves up to 14th spot in the points running. We are 396 points back, but 14th. That has been the highest we've been in a while, other than the first place finish at at Daytona. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. still maintains the points lead, 7 points ahead of Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett's coming. You know, that good finish today definitely helped. Rusty Wallace, 116 points back in third. Jeff Gordon, fourth, 153 points back. Fifth is Mark Martin, 166 points back. And rounding out the top 10 is Jeff Burton, 311 points back. I think he was 311 points back last race too, but let's go ahead and look at the awards for the week. We have 2. We have the pole award and the front runner. So we led the most laps. That's awesome. All charged up goes to Ron Hornaday. Rusty Wallace gets the fastest pace of the race. Ron Hornaday is the rookie of the race, so that's awesome. And Bill Elliott gets the move of the race. Most exciting pass. So, man, we were so close, yet so far. About 2 seconds back, man. He was just there was no beating that Robert Yates, man. I mean, Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin did get out front at Talladega, Daytona. There's just no catching him. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to enjoy that top 10 finish. I know I'm probably not going to get one at California. We're going to do the best we can. We're going to maintain what we can. We have to assign a new associate sponsor, as I was going to mention earlier before pit stops were up, but our sponsorship with Academy is now up, so we're going to be looking for a new associate sponsor. After this, we're going to think about it for a little while. I did look at what was out there, but I'm not sure what I'm actually going to take. So, yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this race. If you enjoyed these videos, I do NASCAR videos every Sunday, as long as it's not a holiday, you know, following the NASCAR schedule. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you at California.